Nice.
Hello, everybody,
nasty.
and welcome to Roll with Advantage. Welcome to the newest episode of the Tales of Evrand. Just as a quick disclaimer, they, or Knight, their name, will not be here for tonight's session. We're very sad to not see him here, but we will press forward. So let's not delay it all. Let's roll the intro and get into it.
It sounded like you said you got that acid reflux.
And we are back. Thank you for that wonderful commentary, John.
You're welcome.
I do have that ass and reflux.
And reflux.
And
New
acid
TikTok
reflux.
trend coming near you.
Yep. Hashtag acid reflux.
With that, John, take it away.
Yeah, welcome to session 32 or
Yep. Book 4, Chapter 3.
there it is. That's the one.
And actually, fuck, I'm an idiot. You guys can't see this, but everybody watching can. New overlay.
Oh yeah, I think we're gothed out right now, right?
We're totally
good.
dyed our hair
We're
black.
totally gothed out.
Man.
Joe, my favorite part of the overlay is that part right there.
Mine's this one
the
right
cobweb, the cobweb.
Yeah,
There's
right
a lot
here.
of cobwebs.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I
of.
dropped
And
This
then
my
wooden
that one
border
that's-
right here. Yeah.
Right here,
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. Well, right now your fingers off screen, Nick. Nope.
Well,
Okay. Moments
part right here.
lost.
So with all of that, yeah, new overlay because we're getting into spooky season and spooky things are happening
Spooky,
in the
spooky,
campaign.
spooky, stressy.
Coincidence? I think not.
this will be posted in November.
Spooky.
You still want Halloween in November? We got
Oh,
you.
Actually,
So
this might be
Who
posted
gives a
on like
fuck
Halloween
about
I think so. Yeah.
Thanksgiving?
it might be. You know, if it is, happy Halloween. If it's not,
No.
Happy Halloween.
happy
everybody.
Halloween.
I don't give a shit about Thanksgiving.
We don't like Thanksgiving. Get outta
November
here.
1st, Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Fast and Furious had it wrong. Fuck family.
I just like sweet potatoes.
Honestly,
You can
potato
get
casserole.
Let's
you can get yams on Christmas.
I
You're
think
right.
this is being posted on October 20th. I did the math.
Oh,
Thank you,
nice.
thank you. Thank you.
So happy birthday, Rachel.
No,
Aw.
it's not my birthday.
Oh,
on
happy
the 20th.
birthday.
My birthday is not on October 20th. Thank you, Nick.
Well, with that, let's throw it back to Joe because Joe. Wait, no, sorry, I'm taking it back. We're gonna throw it over to Rachel with Rachel's notes.
Woo! As you can
And
see,
makeup
I'm not
corner.
even sure it is makeup corner. As you can see, there's a yellow box. No, stupid people and stupid work ruin things sometimes. So I'm
Rachel
just
got into
gonna.
a fight.
I did get into a fight at work, and I hope I made a grown man shit and cry. So the note for today, we actually have two. John and Nick chose them. So first for John's is when Basil was drunkenly doing sending to Rianne, and she says, "Help, we're going to die. Help, come help, we're going to die, Lazarus." Or along those lines. And then Nick chose this one. Gak asks for more spicy milk, as he should. The Gak is unfortunately drunk now. Welcome to the lopsided side. We don't know which way is up. And there we have it.
Thank you. And with that, we take it over to Joe, who's on summary this week.
I will summarize this for you. So I apologize that if I get any events wrong. I think that I got them in the right order.
I won't correct you.
It's been a minute. Okay, cool. All right. Well, this is canonized now. Cool. All right. I'm getting to character. Ooh, okay, we're good. The past day or so has been incredibly odd, to say the least. Even though there is the potential of impending doom of the continent we stay on, we all try to find the importance and happiness in the small things that give us joy now, before there may come a day when we can no longer enjoy those things. Much of today was spent relaxing after our encounter with less savory individuals, to say the least. We headed to the spa, and in the spa we were able to relax and gather a little bit of information about strange business being done within Eldon. After a fair bit of relaxation, we decided to leave the spa and head out into the city. On what would be most likely one of our final nights in Eldon, we decided to go out and enjoy a night on the town. There were several different inns and taverns that we went to. While the others drank, I was able to find a lot of joy in dancing. It's not something I'd done in quite some time, and I'm very glad that my feet decided to work with me. I did enjoy dancing with Yersa. The depth of her emotion in her movements is as beautiful as everything else she does. There were several moments as we were dancing where I wished I could have told her that. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. I hope that in time I find the courage to do so, but especially before, given our incredibly dangerous lives, something happens before I get the chance. I could face down 1,000 vampires and never blink with fear, but telling her how I feel is something that is more frightening than anything I've ever felt before. And I honestly don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Eventually, though, we left dancing. As we were walking to our final destination, we saw a carriage bearing heraldry of a family that we were all very familiar with, the Blackmores. I decided to trail the carriage in hopes to learn something more about the Blackmores and what they were doing within Eldon. Eventually, I discovered Oberyn Blackmore himself within the city. He had a home here and was doing something undeniably nefarious. At the same time that I discovered what he was doing, my companions were attacked by one of Oberyn's servants, as well as several other vampiric creatures. I myself was caught by Oberyn outside of his home within Eldon, and I shared with him the information that his servant was potentially blowing his cover in the city, revealing the true nature of Oberyn in Eldon. Upon receiving that information, Oberyn vanished in a flash of bats, leaving me there alone, in the hopes that I reach my party and my companions before it was too late. End summary.
Very good, very good, very good summary. You did miss the part where the paladin cast suggestion on the dragon, and well, not really cast suggestion, but you know what I mean. You know, it's the bard trope, except now it's with our party's paladin. Vay's fucking a dragon right now.
Dragon?
It's crazy.
A dragon?
Dragon D's nuts.
Yes.
Wow, get out.
Full circle.
How do you feel, Joe?
I don't know. I'm
Like
tired.
that?
It's
Doesn't
been a
show.
long day. It just kind of slipped
Not
out. I found.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it's
Like you're supposed
funny.
to die.
It's funny because it's a double entendre.
What are the
Alright.
two entendres?
Well, there are other nuts being dragged in Eldon tonight.
Is the other one the fact that it's a dragon?
Can we start?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're in it. I'm just, curious what's
Two rounds
happening.
of combat have already gone by.
Is
Oh
my
my
face
God.
really bright?
No, it's
No, you're
fine.
good.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
You
So
matter.
on that, thank you.
Oh.
On that note,
Don't kill
John,
me.
is that a
As-
new camera setup?
What?
yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sick ass
Dynamic.
moves.
Whoa.
So we come back to the party. Well, half of the party. 3 of the individuals within the Seekers of Insomnia, Yersa, Gak, and Basil, making their way, 2 of them drunkenly back to the bannered mare ran into Lazarus, one of the Blackmoors, or one of the servants, as it said, of Oberyn. Seems that he did not take kindly to the words previous on this night, and hoped that the entire party would be together for this encounter. However, he's just making do with what is here. That's not a good angle, Nick. As he made his speech, his monologue, telling the party that they are over themselves, that they are cocky, that they think that they are better, that they know nothing about Lazarus. And in this moment, he will teach them who he is and to fear him as he drives his sword into the ground, and you watch the shadows around the party come to life in different forms. These two forms of creatures that look like skeletal shadows that are whistling. These other two that look like wolves, and a massive form rising from the shadows, a huge or a large creature of shadow. I need Gak, Basil, and Yrsa to roll initiative.
Okay, but like, listen. What if
Mhm.
we all just had a really diplomatic conversation,
Yeah.
and then
I
we
think
all
we're
came
past
to
that, girl.
an agreement, and we all just walk away friends?
I think that's a possibility.
I think if we wouldn't have told him to go fuck himself like 80 times the last time we met, it would have been.
Is that the consequences of our own actions?
Actions? Don't blame me for what I did to myself.
Shit. So.
Yeah, well, that's not great.
Yeah.
That's not fantastic.
As Lazarus has summoned these creatures, you watch as he kind of just places his blade into the rooftop and kind of just leans back on it, just watching, smiling. At the top of the round, we begin combat. This shadowy creature.
Pause. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can we like real quick have like a group huddle?
Would Lazarus like at least have the dignity?
No.
I guess what I'm asking you, John, is like I just want to ask. Can I pose a question real quick to the party? Not as Yrsa, but like as a player. If not, I can just say you can just tell me to shut up and we can keep going.
We running?
That was literally the only question I wanted to know. That was it.
Yeah. I mean, sure. It has been 2 weeks that you guys could have talked about
No,
this.
listen, John,
but
lots of
We
things
don't talk.
happen.
Hey,
Listen.
no. We're like the monkeys. We were put together as a group. We're created. We're like one direction. We're not actually friends outside of it.
No, I love you guys. Okay, but question: are we running? Should we run? What do we think, team? Fast.
Okay, listen. Let's think. They're vampires that can turn into bats. Can we outrun? Serious
No.
question.
They're
I will-
shadows.
I will tell you that these creatures that are facing you right now do not look like vampires.
Oh,
They look like creatures created from shadow themselves.
So we
Okay.
can run until it's daytime, but until then, I truly don't think
lighting's
we
all turned
can because
down.
one, we're surrounded, I think, and
It just
two,
became
they can
nighttime.
just keep going through shadows.
Okay.
but what if I have sunlight? We could just walk in my sunlight until dawn.
I don't know. What time of the day is it, John? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be a hell of a long time to keep up magic.
Yeah,
We can.
remember you guys went to the spa at like 8, and then
Yeah.
you went bar hopping. So
Okay.
Well, I am no longer drunk. Thank you, John.
yes,
All right.
you're no longer
That's
drunk.
all I wanted to do. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I think we
I-
should just try to hold off until like Rian can get there if possible.
It'll be a long time.
If you
You-
guys
we-
want to wait, I think 250 rounds.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Yeah,
25
That's
minutes.
what it was.
Ah.
What I do know is that we should make a lot of loud noise so everyone who's near us will at least look out their window and go, "Oh, that sucks."
Guards help? Question mark.
You guys do know that you are probably 10 minutes away from the outside of that tunnel where the golden guards were, so that is viable. But we're getting into combat. It is the first shadowy figure's turn, as they are going to run up to Gak, and it's going to make an attack at you. You watch as this thing runs up with great speed, as it is going to try to grab you, Gak.
Oh no.
Don't let it.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 10 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not good, John.
That is a fail. Gak, I need you to remove one of your hit dice.
Okay.
As this
John.
thing grabs you, you feel this pulse of necrotic energy through your body, and you feel almost the life force kind of drain from yourself.
Excuse me?
Well, you're a fool anyway, because I don't use hit dice. Gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
Frickin' gotcha, John.
I think that's its turn.
I'm gonna stop standing now.
No, sorry.
I can't reach the keyboard.
I invested in a standing desk for that purpose. For this purpose alone.
Okay, so that's its turn. Yursa, at the top of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, as this creature right next to you is whistling very loudly. This horrible,
Say
echoing
less.
cacophony
Wisdom?
of whistles.
The
Yep.
plus 8 in that baby. Hold on. Oh, okay. 19 plus 8.
Yeah,
God
you
damn.
you succeed.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
think
You're so nice.
you are immune to this creature's whistle for an hour.
Hell yeah.
He's catcalling. That's horrible.
Uh,
What an asshole.
the whistling kind of sounds like crying as well at the same time. It's weird.
Sympathy.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. Alright. Yursa is going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Okay. Do I have
Is this
anything else?
him? Right?
Which one?
Wait, okay,
That's
I'm sorry.
Lazarus up there.
And this is like a creature he summoned, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Okay. I'm gonna
Correct.
summon my Moonbeam directly on top of this thing.
Okay.
Blop.
Do I have an
Is this
effect
a
for this? I
nice
feel like I do.
Damage? It's really shitty damage, but that's alright.
Oh wait, what is the moonbeam? Is what, 5 feet? 10 feet? What is it?
Sorry. It is a 5-foot radius. 40 foot
Ra-
high.
I'm so dumb. Is radius half or half of a
Radi-
circle is radius? Okay,
Correct.
so it's 10-foot total diameter. And then
Damage was fucking atrocious.
atrocious?
Atrocious.
Atrocious?
Atrocious.
Why couldn't I say that? Oh, that's fucking horrible. What is that?
And then it's a cantrip? No, it's not.
12 points of radiant damage? Oh, Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
So it's a 12 plus 2. So does that fail?
It fails or no?
Yeah, it fails.
Okay, cool.
Radiant damage. Okay.
I think for safety purposes, Ursul's gonna go ahead and just wild shape now.
Good idea.
Okay. You should be able
Um,
to drag whatever you're going to wild shape onto the map, and it should that'll be
Cool.
the correct token.
Alright. I just gotta figure out what that is. Items.
It should be in Actors, and then it should be under D&D Beyond Integration, and then Beasts.
Thank you very much. Alright. Saber-tooth tiger.
Dope. It was the only one I didn't have a...
Ah,
We'll put
I'm
yours over
sorry.
here. But there you go.
Okay, and then she is going to stand between that big old thing and Grok in a very defensive position. Grok? Gak, wow. What am I
Grok.
playing? That's her turn.
It's
Okay.
me, Gronk.
It is this shadowy wolf's figure turn. It's going to leap over here and attack at Basil. It's going to bite at you. That is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
That misses.
By 1.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's its turn. It is the next Whistler's turn. It is going to move over here, and it is going to attack at Yrsa. That is a 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
You take 10 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on, I gotta get my calculator because I'm saber-tooth points. Okay, and what is my con as a tiger? Oh, not too shabby. 17.
That succeeds. Okay.
Plus.
You are immune to that thing. Okay, Basil. At the start of your turn, I need you to make. I need you to make 2 Wisdom saving throws because now there are 2 of these Whistlers next to you.
Okay. 1, 2.
You succeed both.
Nice.
All right, it is your turn.
Okay. So quick question, because I don't think I've done this one before. Oh no, where did it go? Where was it? Oh, for spirit guardians.
Yeah.
Would it, since it's a 15-foot radius, would it also because I know I can choose who it doesn't affect.
Yeah. So
could I
everybody
have
you
it-
don't choose, it would hurt all of the
Okay.
other ones.
Could I cast spirit guardians for the 3 of us in our little?
Well, it would originate from a point I believe you choose.
Okay.
But it's
And
like
does it move with me? Is that
yeah,
how it works?
if you choose the point, yeah.
Okay.
Move this 'cause
I know we're all in 15 feet of me. Easily.
Mhm.
So I'll have it start with me, and then just have it not affect Gak and Yrsa, aka Saber Yrsa.
Okay. Why can't I?
Sub Yrsa.
Yrsa?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tursa?
Right.
Tigers? Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
I still think the burr and saber is the best thing to combine with yours.
you're right.
And then I know, like, I'm good, so it would technically be radiant, but, like, for flavor, could it be necrotic damage? Since, you know, she's, like, a gothic.
I'm trying to select this thing, so I'm not letting me.
Or does it actually matter?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I guess since I'm good, then I can do radiant.
I wonder if I do.
I just thought the necrotic would be, like, on brand.
You'd probably want radiant with these kind of things, though, most likely.
Oh, that's true. I
As
thought
it-
it was just more like a flavor
It
kind of
could
thing.
maybe do more damage, maybe, because they are like shadowy beings.
That's true. Okay, never mind.
Okay, I can't choose.
But I like your flavor, girl.
Ah, thanks,
Anything.
girl.
You're welcome.
What is happening?
Tell me
All
what
of my
your
stuff is
flavor.
breaking.
Just because I
Hold on.
had to have a moonbeam, I'm sorry.
No, it's I
Or the
added
spirit
new-
guardian.
I added new things and I don't know what any of them do.
Oh, my animal crackers.
I'm trying to. How do I do
All the
spirit
animal
guardians?
crackers.
Animal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Shirley Temple was my bitch.
Oh,
She was my girl.
those commercials were mine.
Yes. Yes.
I wanted to buy that DVD set so bad.
My grandmother had like 4 of them. She had Heidi, Oh, why am I blanking on all of the names now? I don't know. She had like half of them.
It's cute.
I wanted to be her.
Aw. Little curly hair.
Mm-hmm. But I'm recessive Gene Sally in the family. So
I'm sorry, man.
it's okay.
I can't delete this thing, and all of my macros are gone. Okay, well, this is just annoying. Okay, we're just going to... Where's it at? What's the radius of Spirit Guardians? Or the... Basil?
Wait, sorry, what?
What's the range of Spirit Guardians?
15 feet.
Radius?
Yep.
Yeah, a 15-foot sphere.
Okay, so it's here.
Nice.
And then we'll do this one.
And it's up to 10 minutes.
Okay. I can't get rid of this thing, so.
Oh, well, that looks fun.
I can't get rid of this fucking blue moonbeam thing, which is really irritating me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is it on the one of the other layers?
I tried to click it on like almost every layer.
Oh.
It's fine. So that means moonbeam was like here. That little blue guy's just gonna hang out. So sorry guys.
It's okay.
All
I
right.
like it. It's pretty.
So Spirit Guardians, everything in this little radius, don't they have to make some sort of save?
Yes,
As soon as you
sir.
enter it?
Yes, they do.
What is the save?
So, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 damage.
Oh yeah.
On a successful save, though, the creature takes half as much damage. But an affected creature's speed is halved in the area. And when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, that's when it makes the saving throw. Get
Okay.
wrecked.
So I'm just gonna roll it now. All of them failed. So how much damage? 16?
Yes, bitch. Get
Awesome.
wrecked. Do we say that anymore?
Yeah. You said
I
it.
say it.
Do now.
We do now.
We can bring it back.
If the
Okay.
90s are coming back, so can the horrible slang.
Awesome. What does Basil Spirit Guardians look like?
So, I know it's radiant damage, and like that look isn't super her forte, I guess. So, kind of what it looks like is little. If you think like little apparitions, they're, I guess like kind of like shadow people, but you can see through them, and it's one of those things where like you don't think they're there unless you're really looking. You can see a shape
Right.
of like something, and you can tell that it's a spirit. And they have like little lances in their hands, and they're just standing around in that radius.
Dope. And yeah, they are. You watch as they all these figures start to stab into these shadowy figures that are around you, dealing some significant damage. That actually hurt them pretty well.
Yay!
Is that your turn?
Yes, it is for now. I need
right,
to mark
Gak.
that off.
You're up.
All right. So that guy's still behind me. There's still the one that's next to Basil, and then there's one next to him here. So, Gak wishes he could do magic circle. He's gonna be like, does anyone have a bunch of powdered silver and iron worth at least 100 gold pieces? No, that's okay. And then he is going to just kind of look at the big guy right down here.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to. I need to make sure that this is the case. Within range. Okay, perfect. So yeah, Gak is going to open up his book and flip to a page that he hasn't had time to draw on yet, and he's only cast the spell once. And it was at the college in town, and he grabs his right from his book, takes his hand and moves it forward, and on the other side of Yrsa, starting about here, if it's not letting me point. Okay, right there. He's going to cast Wall of Fire.
Across the street? Are you going to go downwards or
Down
towards the creature?
street, towards the street. So like the direction of
So
the
this
street.
way.
Yeah.
How
Hi,
long is it?
viewers.
60 feet?
Let me double check right here.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
Okay. So
Or it could be 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, but I don't want to do that.
okay,
It could be like a
it's gonna
ring,
be
so I'm
right
just
here.
doing the straight wall.
Okay. And then boom. Looks weird,
Nice.
but it's
I
great.
like it. And yeah, so when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And on a failed save, a creature takes this. On a success, they take half as much.
Well, the creature rolled 12 dex save.
Nice. 32 fire damage.
Nice.
Freaking
Very
hell yeah.
cool.
That's awesome. Cool. So it's
So-
there now.
Hey viewers, so sorry you can't even see anything. What's going on the screen?
I think they can, right?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. Can't they?
I just mean it looks wild. There's a
Oh,
lot going
Because of
on.
how much is going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, they can
I
see
really
it.
wish I could get
Cool.
rid of that fucking blue
Nah.
dot.
It's here. I got the battle map screen pulled up. I was prepared.
Also,
Nice.
Oh, real quick, I was going to say, also, it says one side of the wall selected by me when I cast it deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side.
Hot damn.
Which
So,
side are you choosing?
the way that Lazarus is, for sure.
Oh shit.
So, up,
So,
the up direction, 10 feet that way. If someone ends their turn there or in the wall, then they also
Okay.
do the 5d8 fire
I will
damage.
say Lazarus is about 15 feet on a roof. So
But the wall is 20 feet high.
but it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I will say,
Just don't
Gak,
end your
as
turn there, Laz.
yeah, as you cast the wall of fire and you watch the fire kind of like almost bisect this shadowy creature in two, you actually watch the creature like turn into two sections of itself.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like on either side where it's been bisected, the shadows kind of reach out and try to grab each other. You do notice that the fire did not do as much damage as you thought it was going to.
Mm. Gotcha.
But it's still a decent chunk of damage. So,
Hell
is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. So Lazarus needs to take damage now, right? Because he's starting his turn within 10 feet of the wall.
It's to each creature that ends its turn.
Oh,
there.
okay.
So he just needs to move, but still have to be
Um,
scared.
A lot going on. A lot of you guys are like in combat currently, but you do hear Lazarus just say, "You all are being no fun." And those of you who can see him see that he kind of like turns his sword a little bit, and one of the gems on the top glows, and he's going to cast Dispel Magic on Spirit Guardians.
No.
Dispel Magic is a 3rd level spell. What level spell is Spirit Guardians?
I casted it on 3rd level.
Then Spirit Guardians is no more.
No. This bitch.
And Lazarus is going to move over here out of the range of the fire. That's his turn. It is now this big ass dude's turn. Is it Moonbeam hits him on the start?
Yes. At the start of his turn, baby.
It's a dex save.
Yes. Wait, actually, no. It is.
I rolled a natural 20.
You suck. Okay. Oh, it was a con save. That's okay. You'll take half as much, but I gotta roll up the dice again, my guy. Sorry.
Okay.
Roll the dice.
Wow, it's okay. My dice rolls is. I'm rolling weird, so I'm gonna find 10.
Okay.
D10, right? What is it? D8?
So
What the fuck is this?
you watch this shadowy creature on either side. It actually kind of its forms, its bisected forms, kind of sink into the ground, and you lose sight of the creature.
Rude. Okay.
And then you regain sight as you watch this like serpentine of shadow kind of make its way through Gak and Basil's legs, and behind you, Gak and Basil, you see the creature pops up out of the shadow, forms back again, and is going to take a swipe. Actually, first it is going to let out a cacophonous roar. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
I also have a question, John.
Oh, yeah.
Was it going through our legs? Was that it teleporting, or was that its movement?
It looked like it was his movement.
So does that mean that Ursa would technically have an attack of opportunity on it?
No, it's kind of like how ghosts can move through walls.
Mm,
It used the shadow. It's kind of not. It's not in a form as it moves.
right. That's why I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know if it
also-
was essentially a teleport or
No. Good question. Also, Gak, I do need you to make 2 wisdom saving throws from the whistling, because it was
Okay.
your turn. So Ursa, that's a fail. Basil, that's a success.
Am I scared?
You are frightened
Okay,
Oh,
of the
hell
big
yeah.
boy creature, right?
of the big boy creature.
Okay, and I can't move towards it, and
You have to, actually,
Sorry,
if
I
you hover over. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within a line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
okay, and I can roll to break that on my turns at the end of my turns.
Let me look. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Yep,
Alright,
and it's
gotcha.
for 1 minute.
Cool.
So, Gak, one more wisdom save. It was 2 for the whistles, and then this guy.
okay.
It's
Ah.
good music.
Nice. Unnatural 20.
Okay, yeah, you succeed all of them.
Gak's a wise
Um,
boy.
And then it is going to bear down and attack Basil. Oof. That's a 27.
Goodness.
Um,
That hits.
Basil, you take. Hold on. Let me do my dice. You take 26 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Gak uses his reaction to cast Projected Ward, which
What does that do?
absorbs 12. I have 12 HP in my arcane ward, and I can put it to someone else. So, out of Gak's book, almost without even thinking, he's not even looking at his book, but out of the book, he just reaches out towards Basil, and it looks like the essence of Gak kind of comes off of him and goes in front of Basil, and takes 12 of that damage.
Aw.
Awesome. I'll say as the
That's
creature,
nice.
there's a as the creature bears down with its claws, it hits the arcane ward and kind of like stops for a second and then goes through and hits Basil. So yeah, the arcane ward disappears, taking 12 damage. Basil, you take 12 necrotic damage. Basil, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I need you to mark off 2 hit dice.
No!
With that is the
Oh, wait,
next
where do I
creature's
do that? Hold on.
turn. Just go into your short rest and click 2 of them.
Short rest.
Don't take a short rest. Just click 2 of them.
Okay, 2.
This one is going to move over here. Gak is going to take an attack at you. There's a 19.
Should all
plus
of it
5.
be green already? For the hit die?
There should be no boxes checked off for your
Checked.
hit dice.
Okay,
You
so,
can just
and
keep-
then,
Keep a track of it.
Yeah, you can write it down on a piece of paper too. Each one of
Everyone
you.
has 7.
Yeah, it's based on your level.
okay.
Gak, you are going to take 8 points of necrotic damage, and you need to make
From
a
what?
Constitution. This little wolfy guy comes over here.
Oh,
hits
did
you.
you do an attack? I didn't hear.
Yeah,
it.
19 plus 5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
8
like,
points
from
in a-
what? What the hell?
8 points of necrotic. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. All right.
Mark off a hit dice.
Okay.
I also need you to make another Constitution saving throw for wall of fire.
Okay. That's fine, John. That's fine. Okay. Well. All right.
Yeah, you are continuing to concentrate. That's the one that matters. Well, they kind of both
Well, I don't
matter. I'm not
know.
gonna lie.
Gak's not doing too hot right now.
All right, it is the next one's turn. Yeah, Gak is right there. Another attack at Gak. 15 plus 5.
Yeah.
You take 10 points necrotic damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Woo. That's a good one.
Okay, you keep a hit dice.
I
This
kept
is
my hit point.
top of the round of round 2 is where we're at right now. Yursa, you are up.
Is
Oh, okay.
can I? John, I don't know if you plan to it, but I have something that might help me get there a little bit faster. But I'm not sure if it even matters.
Yeah. What did you want to do?
So as a ranger, I can have 2 spells prepared. One of the ones I had prepared was Speak with Animals to talk to Akari, but the other one I had was Jump. So what I would like to do, Jonathan, is
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to one of the walls, right?
Correct.
How tall are the walls?
They're about 30 feet.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is Rian knows that he's fairly close on the other side. So he is going to sacrifice his stealthing just a little bit. And let me... 3 plus their strength modifier. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to cast Jump on myself, which triples my jump distance. So that means instead of being able to jump 4 feet off the ground, Rian can jump 12 feet off the ground now.
Okay.
So what I want to try and do is I want to get a running start, run like a little bit up the wall, right, as much as you can, then jump, and then using the grappling hook, right, not the well, yeah, the grappling hook, because he has those from when we went mountain climbing. Nobody said I need him. Yeah. He's gonna take out the grappling hook and he's gonna throw it up and he's gonna like quickly rappel up the wall.
Okay.
And then I want to jump down off the other side, but before I do, activate the Might of the Okunai, which gives me advantage on dexterity saving throws and dexterity checks. Or do that before. Actually, I'll do that beforehand. Before I start.
So
running.
there's a couple things I need you to do.
Yeah.
You're throwing up the grappling hook. I'm not going to make you make a check to catch the wall.
Mhm.
I'm going to make you make a check of how stealthy you do this. There are
Yeah.
guards patrolling,
Oh yeah.
and you are an individual trying to jump over the wall with a
Yeah.
grappling hook.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, make a stealth check.
Just a
Because
straight roll.
you are doing this all like everything on your mind. You're not even thinking about really like being the most stealthy.
Just a straight roll. That's well, because I have advantage, cancels out. 26 plus 10. Well, 16 plus 10. 26.
Okay. You throw it up, it catches, and you start climbing and climbing. You get to the top. You do realize the wall's 30 foot, but this whole thing is built on a hill. So it's 30 feet. You look down, it's about 50 feet to the bottom.
Okay. All right. Time for some action movie shit. I'm gonna jump.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take out Eldar's dagger and I'm gonna jam it into the wall and I'm gonna try and like have that slow my fall. And then try and like break the fall with a roll.
Okay. So 30 foot of the wall is pure stone.
Yeah.
And then it turns into hill, which is stone and dirt, right? So the last 20 feet, yeah, the dagger will probably go in and you can slow yourself down. There's no way a dagger's going through a stone wall. But I can say, based on like friction of you using that dagger, it's a normal dagger. Basically, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, say less. Okay, first one is 15.
15. Okay. You'll negate some of the damage.
Okay, nice.
However, the dagger itself, from 30 feet of dragging across pure stone. Okay. So you reduced the damage of a 50-foot fall to instead 20 feet of falling damage.
Okay.
You get to the bottom, you only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
You can look at the front of the dagger is almost superheated, and it is flat. It is destroyed.
I'll have to get that fixed. He'll sheath it, and then he's going to do...
You can't sheath it, but...
He'll let it hang, then.
Yeah.
He'll let it hang. It was worth it, and then he's going to... Bean time! Pokeball, I choose you, Hikari, and he's going to hop on Hikari, and he's going to start to ride in that direction.
Okay. One last check. I need you to make a stealth check with disadvantage, not a straight roll. Disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
You just threw Hikari out into, like, you're quite literally almost near. You're not near where the tunnel is, but you're in that vicinity. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay. So with disadvantage, that's 14.
Okay. All right, you start bolting. I will say that you will probably get there by round 3.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Okay.
So
hopefully you guys are alive still.
we cut back to Yrsa.
Yeah.
You are frightened.
Right.
It is your turn.
But I can move my moonbeam here. My goal is to try to distract these 2 dudes.
Okay.
So I should be able to get both of these 2 from hurting Gak. I don't know if I
Can you
can't.
moonbeam choose who it's not going to hurt?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
So
thought-
do you want to?
I thought we had said that it did.
Oh, does it?
But
No, we said that when it moved through people, it doesn't hurt them when it moves through.
Yeah,
so
that's what I
but
was
when it
confused.
initially stops, if you're in the moonbeam,
Is there no way to like have the back? I wish I can't control the circle myself. But is there no way?
So it was.
Yeah.
What's the range? How far can you move it? Like 60?
120.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. You could place it. Where's the squares on this fucking map? Place it like right here, and get both of them.
Yeah.
This house is getting moonbeamed.
That's okay. It'll be alright.
Hopefully no one's inside that corner of the house.
Just where, a grandmother is sleeping upstairs or something.
Bad things are happening. Okay. Con save for me, please.
For my 2 dudes. All right. Natural 20 for
Same.
Whistler guy. For Wolf, it is a 7 plus its con, which is not going to be enough.
Okay. So 17 for the wolf and
Okay.
7? 6? 8? Math? Half of 17? To the Whistler.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome.
I wish I had 2 actions. Okay. I feel like I'm huge. How big is a fucking saber-tooth tiger?
It is a large creature.
Is it a large creature? Okay.
Yeah. When I made the tokens and I saw it, I was like, "There's no fucking way it's that big." Oh, it is. Okay.
Okay. I can move myself into my own moonbeam, right?
It's like if you were to fireball yourself, you're still gonna take damage.
But that's if I start my turn there. Oh, if I enter the area for the first time. That's lame.
I mean, you can chance it. I mean, you got a lot of HP.
I do. I'm trying to get them to not focus on Gak is the problem. And
I will
don't
say
know
you
if-
can't move towards the big creature.
Right.
So you
Okay,
actually
well, I
can't go
can-
towards the moonbeam.
Okay, I guess I move down a little bit.
You could
Why
go
can't I
towards
move
the
my
moonbeam
person?
because the moonbeam is
Oh, the game's
You have
paused,
to-
that's why.
Oh shit! Is it really?
technically you could go diagonally through the moonbeam or to the moonbeam, and it would be the same distance from the big creature.
It's okay. I'll just move here and try to I'll just growl at this wolf as a tiger. And be
Okay.
like, look at me!
Awesome. Really quick. Oh, is that end your turn?
Yes, I will roll to try to not be scared.
Okay. What'd you roll?
14 plus what is my con? Right, con?
No, wisdom.
Okay, I don't know if that's. Oh, what? A Sabretooth has +5 to wisdom? 19.
That's enough.
Yes. Okay,
You're no longer
smart
frightened.
creatures are smart.
I will be right back to move the baby.
Okay.
But when I get back, it is the Wolfie boy's turn. So I'll be right back.
I want to move the baby.
It was really surprising. I thought they were gonna be not smart creatures. Wise creatures.
That is pretty I mean, very wise. That's
They have a
crazy.
20 in wisdom.
That's nuts. I guess wise is like street smarts, so I guess like
Yeah.
a predator animal.
I mean,
would
its
have-
intelligence is a 14, which isn't like awful.
Yeah,
They're nice
yeah,
creatures.
that's decent.
How are you, Jack?
Stressy.
Gak is not good.
Basil is gonna come and heal.
I was hoping you were gonna say that because I was like, I can drop form next round so I can heal him. But if you got him, I don't know.
I got
form
him.
Regardless,
I-
this is a little sketchy.
I also
Yeah,
have
I
a
can do
couple
him this
tricks
round.
up my sleeve
Oh,
to
bless.
reduce incoming damage and things like that.
Why is moving the baby?
Well,
Super fast.
I'm gonna focus on just hamming us up as much as I can. And then worst comes to worst. Because a lot of the big stuff to keep us safe, all of them has to do with concentration.
Mhm.
And if he keeps getting rid of my concentration stuff, I just have
Right.
to focus on, cure wounds, etc.
Well, he can only get rid of your concentration spells so many times.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how many more spell slots he has to be able to do that. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. Well, you can only hold one concentration spell at a time,
I know.
I believe. So,
But if I hate feeling like I'm wasting my spell slots.
yeah, well, you can't really, you can't decide what you're doing based on what
No,
the villain might do.
I know, and I'm not gonna stop. I just,
Yeah.
that's how I feel still.
Yeah, it's.
I also got some healing too, so
Yeah, I have a good amount left. I'm gonna give Gak a lot of healing on my next one, and then I'm gonna try to contribute some hurtfulness.
All right. I'm back. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I realize it's really, really hot in the rest of my house and really cold in my office. It's because I have my window right next to me open.
Oh.
I was like, why am I burning up? Anyways, back to the game. This shadowy wolf creature is going to...
man, bitch. I mean, bark, bark. I mean, wait, no, meow.
It's going to attack. It's going to move here, gaining flanking, and it's going to attack Basil.
Flanking. Ew.
So that is a 30-20.
Yeah, that hits.
Basil, you take
Question.
Yeah.
This is so. If
8
in the
points of
future,
necrotic.
Sorry, how many?
8.
8.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Keela.
It's like not even that relevant right now. I was gonna say in the future, if you're supposed to take Sentinel, if I'm an animal, would that trigger?
You mean your animal form would have Sentinel?
Yeah.
No, because I think when you Druid shape, you get
Okay.
all of the features of the creature
Okay.
you.
I was just
Druid shape
wondering if
into.
that would be something worth investing into, but no. Okay.
Basil Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Not okay.
I need you to remove another hit dice.
Oh my god. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Like definitely for the viewers and not for myself. What happens the more hit die gets taken away for the viewers so that they know?
We may or may not find out in this combat.
But just so the viewers know what's going on.
No, yeah, the viewers will definitely know what's going on as soon as it happens.
So what hit die actually does is you can in a short rest use hit die to regain hit points, and you can use it however many your level is.
Oh, I never do that.
Right, but in we don't normally take short rests, but
Yeah,
who
that's
knows
true.
what's going to happen if our hit die just goes away?
Yeah,
So
you're
that's
right, you're right.
curious thing.
yeah, this one is
You're
going to
right.
move here.
I doubt it. Veto.
Make an attack at Basil.
Veto, John. Did you hear me?
Natural 20.
John? I keep
Yeah.
saying veto. You're not really listening.
No, his name's
No, yeah.
John, not Vito.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why he's not paying
some-
attention.
He's
Yeah,
not some
yeah.
tavern keep somewhere.
Yo, Vito.
18 points of necrotic damage, Basil. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as this thing lashes out. Each time these things attack you, you can feel it trying to drain the essence of your soul from your
It's-
body.
It's doing it. It's doing it.
Remove another hit
is
dice for me, please.
Doing just that. Gak, how are you doing? Because I'm at 4 hit points.
No, heal yourself.
Okay.
Yursa, you can tell, even in your beast form, that these creatures, even though they seem mindless, Lazarus is in control, and he can tell that you are the tankiest there, and they are most
Yeah.
likely targeting your cleric and your wizard because they are the backline spellcasters. You can see that every time that these creatures attack, you can see that Lazarus is like in the air, moving his fingers and like repositioning them and then having them attack. But yeah, Basil, it's your turn. I believe you succeeded on the whistles, so you don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I think everyone has, so I don't need to do the whistles.
Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cast, not Cure Wounds, I'm going to do Prayer of Healing on the 3 of us.
That is a 10-minute ritual spell, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, it is 10 minutes. Why? What's the point of being a cleric if you can't just do stuff then?
Yeah,
I think
that's a
it-
question.
You might have mass cure wounds.
I don't think I did.
Well,
I know.
well,
Listen, there's
yourself.
so many. Okay. Well, I'll cast Cure Wounds 2nd level on myself.
okay.
Okay, 5.
12 points of healing.
12.
That's nice.
And does that also? Does that also add the spellcasting ability modifier?
When you roll it in Foundry, yeah.
It does. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I'm still not fantastic, but it'll do.
You rolled a 3 and a 5 plus 4 for 12.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn?
I think so. I don't think any of my channel divinity stuff can be like a bonus or anything, can it?
Unless it specifies otherwise.
No. Oh, I could. Wait, hold on. I need to check my spell slots. I'm gonna cast. I have to be careful.
I will say you casted a leveled spell, so unless you have a cantrip that is a bonus action casting time.
Yeah, I don't think any of these are a bonus. I need to be careful with my spell slots. No, that's it.
Okay. Gak, is your turn.
What is it, a bonus action that we said it takes to drink a potion of healing?
Correct. And for
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah.
And an action defeated someone else.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pop open one of my potion of healing graters.
Cool. I think it's 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah. What is that? Give it to me. Tell me. Gimme. Show me. Oh yeah, 16. Look at that.
You rolled really well.
2 4s,
Nice.
a 3, and a 1. That's nice. Give me that. Awesome. So that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
As my action, I'm gonna hand. No. Damn. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay. Mage armor is not a concentration, correct?
Correct. It's a. Yeah. Correct. Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, I just cast it. Around me
Awesome.
comes that growing
Yeah.
blob. And I believe that's it. I'm not moving.
Okay. Comes to Lazarus's turn. No one's in danger from the wall of fire.
Alec, I was just burning there.
Yeah, no, Lazarus is just gonna sit back and watch the battle.
Is it lighting everything up pretty well?
Over by him,
fire?
yeah.
Everything's
Well,
very bright.
that's a good point. He's gonna dispel magic the wall of fire.
He's gonna try.
He's gonna try. What level is wall of fire?
4.
Well, for each spell of 4 level or higher, I need to make a DC 10 plus the spell's level.
4.
And it is a. Okay. I'm gonna roll it here, so everyone can see it. His modifier is a +5.
Those are good odds. No. You bastard.
Wall. You bastard. Wall of fire disappears, and something I did not take into consideration that you pointed out, because of the wall of fire, you notice that these creatures weren't able to move the way they were before, but now that the shadows are back around you, it looks like
So-
they have a little bit more.
The weird big guy that was like being split by the wall.
Mhm.
That's probably why he ran away.
Yeah, it looks like these things don't like lights, and they
Yeah.
thrive in shadow.
Yeah.
All right, it is Big Boy's turn. Big Boy is going to. I believe everybody succeeded against the roar, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Yursa didn't because she was scared, right?
Yeah.
Right, but
that's-
then
yeah.
succeeded just now, so
Yeah.
no one is able to be affected by it. Yeah, it's going to make an attack at the cleric.
No,
I
I
disagree.
do not have great. Ugh.
That is a dirty 20 to hit. 12 plus 8.
Yeah.
That does it.
I still disagree.
Basil,
What?
you take 26 points of necrotic damage.
Later, Gators.
Basil goes unconscious, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That is a failure. Mark off another
14 is a failure?
for this guy. Yep.
I disagree.
That is another hit dice gone. No, sorry, it's 2 for this guy. Mark off 2.
Oh my god.
How many do you have left?
Well, I have 6 hit die gone.
So 1.
You have 1
Oh
left.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the
6.
wolf's turn.
He's gonna take damage.
Yeah, he is. How much? Oh wait, dex save, right?
Con save. Oh my
Con
god. Can I
save.
roll better damage, please?
So con save is a 19.
Okay, well, you take half of 11.
Well, that's good because I had 3 hit points left.
Oh, thank god. Okay.
As
Good.
this thing gets surrounded by the beam of light and just dissipates. There is no sound from it. It had no real sentient life. It just dies.
Okay, good.
It is gone. It
Great. The
flashed.
next one's gonna do the same thing, baby.
All right. It is the Whistler's turn. Same thing. Constitution saving throw. That's a 7, so that's a fail.
Okay, 10 points of damage.
10 points. This one's looking real bad. However,
Not bad enough.
I'm gonna roll a D2. 1, it's gonna hit Gak. 2, it's gonna hit Basil.
It just like pushes her limp body.
I wish that's all it did.
Woo.
It's going to hit Gak.
Oh no!
Rianne, you are coasting in right here. I need you to roll
bless.
initiative, my friend, at the top
Alright.
of the round.
Top of the round. On top of Kari. Amount of combatant. Yeah.
So total to hit on you, Gak, is 17.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm going to shield.
Yes.
Okay. It comes down and it hits the shield midair, and you can see it with both hands tries to push against it, but cannot.
It's like an
Luckily.
umbrella. Gak's like cowering down, and there's just right over his head.
Amazing. Rian, did you put your token on the battlefield?
Sorry, not yet. I forgot I was the one responsible for that. But that is, so I'm like right here.
Yeah, you're at the very top.
Fuck. Fuck.
What was your
God
initiative?
damn it. 20.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, you would go now.
Oh, wait. You know
Oh,
what's
good.
really funny? 40 feet on Hikari. I guess. Wait. Oh, fuck. Why? Why is he 20 feet away? That's so stupid. Wait a minute.
I'll also say, Rian, as you see what is happening, you see these shadow creatures that are bearing down on Gak.
Yeah.
You see Yursa as a saber-toothed tiger. You can make Yursa out as that. With your passive, you can see Lazarus in the distance on top of the roof, laughing and smiling. And you see this massive shadow creature that has grabbed Basil, and you can see like this light starting to be removed from within her throat and out of her mouth, as this like a Dementor almost,
What
as
did
it is
Oh, it was my
siphoning.
soul. Maybe.
how did
Is it like
Rian
a
get
soul?
here before the day?
Oh, okay.
I'm faster. Apparently not fast enough though. Let's see. Okay, that definitely. Well, wait a minute. Actually, okay. So technically, jump is still active. So
How long does jump last?
1 minute. And you said I got here by round 3.
Okay, technicalities.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I said it. Yep. Okay.
So really, all I want to do is, since there's a big guy here, mounted combatant doesn't really work that well against him anyway. But I just want to, like, as I'm riding, sort of get up so I'm like crouching on top of Hikari, and then jump off of Hikari.
Okay.
And I just want to go the 15 feet to land there.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
get
So,
there?
what's up, bitch? And I will draw my sword, and I'm gonna make my attacks. And I'll pull. I have another dagger, not Eldar's dagger, but I just have another one that I'll do my bonus action attack with. Okay. First attack. Please don't be trash. 18.
Not
hit.
trash.
Okay. On this creature, I am going to, first things first, I'm going to use my fire rune. And I am also going to mark this creature as my favored foe.
Okay.
I'm all about rolling extra dice, baby. On top of that, the Might of the Akunai is activated. Okay.
So now you have a 15-foot reach.
Yes. I was still 5 feet out of range from before, which was sadness. Okay, so here's the initial damage. So 13.
Okay, let's tally this up.
14 plus favored foe. 16 plus the 2d6 from the fire rune. 16 plus 7. 23. Okay, so that is 23 points of damage there. It also needs to make a strength saving throw. DC 14 or be restrained for 1 minute.
It fails. However, as the Akunai, chains kind of whip up from the ground, right? These spectral chains kind of try to make base around this creature. You see them flail right through the creature. It cannot be restrained. It is immune.
Okay, all right. That's fair. That's fair. He's loosey-goosey. Okay.
He is shadow.
So I will, and then second attack.
Okay.
16.
That is going to miss.
Fair. I will action search.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't like that.
26.
That hits.
And 25.
Those hit.
Okay, so let me just do this all in one roll just to make it easier. So that is going to be 2d8 plus 14 plus... Why did it do it like that? I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see what happens. Plus 2d6 plus 2d4. Okay, I hope that works.
Just roll the Pythagorean theorem in Foundry.
So for those 2 hits, that'll be an extra 29 points of damage. This is actually really low on the rolls.
I will say at this point, this huge shadowy creature, you can see its form kind of like sifting in and out. You can see its form actually there are these small little shadowy hands that almost try to grab out its shadow and pull it back into the form itself. But it's looking bad. It's actually looking rough.
Okay. All right. So we'll finish with those 3 strikes, having missed the one. And he'll as he finishes the strikes, he's going to look up towards where Lazarus is and say, Lazarus, does your master know that you're out here doing this? He didn't look too pleased when I told him.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Rian, make a perception check.
Okay.
Fire.
He's behind me.
Also, I will say Lazarus does respond. He says, semantics. Also, welcome to the party.
20.
20?
Yeah. Dirty 20. I'll specify.
Okay.
There were no natty lights here.
You see over here, there's a very familiar figure standing on top of a large tower looking down at everything.
Okay.
You don't know how long he's been there.
All right. Rian's
Right,
not going to
that's
say
your
anything.
Keep that to myself.
Yep.
All right, you're up.
Put that in the vault.
Bonus action, she's gonna revert form.
Okay.
And then she is going to shout to Basil, Basil, please wake up! And we're gonna do healing word.
Ooh,
Okay.
At 3rd level.
3rd level.
that's so
nice.
nice.
Well, I can't roll for shit, but there's 10 points of healing. Get up.
10 points of healing. Basil, you are no longer
Yay.
unconscious, but you are prone.
Okay, and I still being kind of held by. This
That was
person's
just for
trying to-
narration. It's not actually
Oh,
holding you.
okay.
Because it's shadow, it actually doesn't even look like it can grapple you. It's just you feel this cold sensation where its large hands are around your body.
Do I still feel that?
Oh yeah, its hands are quite literally around your entire body. And Basil, as you wake up, Yrsa, Gak would see this. Rian, you have a ridiculous perception, so you would see this too. That light that was leaving through your throat goes back down as you come back to consciousness.
There's no.
You're just gonna move here.
Oh my
Okay.
god. That's
Alright.
probably the worst death I've had yet.
She's gonna put her hand on Basil's shoulder and just try to position herself. I mean, obviously we're next to each other, but just kind of moving her body slightly in front of Basil's.
Okay.
That's her turn.
It is the wolf's turn. It is going to attack Basil.
Stop. What do you mean? I am right here. You can attack me. It is okay, wolf.
Like I said before, it doesn't seem like these things are sentient. It seems like they are being puppeted by
Dumbos.
somebody.
Meh.
Pretend.
And that person is smart. So, Basil, a 19 plus 5, so 24 to hit.
I'm gonna keep you up, girl. Don't worry.
Thanks, man.
Oh, really bad damage. Like 7 points.
Oh, thank God.
Necrotic. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm at 3 hit points. And then, thank God.
Oh, good job.
Okay.
Basil's
You
gonna
do not lose a hit
get
dice.
up and... Oh, fuck you.
All right, that is its turn. This one's going for Basil. Natural 20.
Yep.
Basil, you're gonna go unconscious.
Yep.
You are back down to consciousness, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Basil, I need you to mark off a hit dice.
Yep. And a
That's
failure.
the last one, right?
Yep.
Is this your last hit dice?
I have no more hit die.
Okay.
And then that's also a fail, right?
No.
No, it didn't
No.
attack you again. You went unconscious.
Oh,
So for the
okay.
viewers, I will say, once you lose all of your hit dice, you immediately drop unconscious regardless of your hit points. So you were
Ah.
already unconscious, Basil.
Gotcha.
However, I will say that Yrsa and, well, Basil's skin starts to go pale and almost start to turn blue immediately as that hit dice leaves. And you can see that glowing in her throat starts to come back to the surface once more, as her essence or her soul looks to be the prize at this point. And Basil, you are up next. Basil, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Death saving throw. And that's just a con, right?
It's just a D20, or isn't it just a D20?
It's just a it's just a D20.
Okay. Okay.
Anything below 10 is a failure.
Oh, baby, that's my
Oh,
girl right there. Get it, get it. Raven Queen's daughter, bitch.
I need to look up something.
Tell us what it means, John.
I'm so sweaty, spaghetti.
So,
Me
due to the nature of this,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Basil,
really
you are not unconscious and dying. You are unconscious but stable.
Okay.
Natural 20s usually bring you back to 1 HP. However, this is a saving throw thing. So, you are still unconscious, but you do not need to roll death saving throws. I will say, however, there's pretty big ramifications if Basil is killed in this way.
Okay.
So, just being transparent.
Is it just like
It looks like they are trying to rend you of your soul.
fair?
And now you're in the prime... Well, you're in the prime position for that to happen.
Gotta be an overachiever.
With that, Gas,
Free real estate.
Free real estate.
Okay.
Also,
I'm
Gak, you're no
going
longer
to-
concentrating on wall of fire, so
Yeah. I'm going to take one of my health potions and I'm going to feed it to Basil. Glug glug up. And that will give Basil 11 points of health.
Yay.
okay.
So now she's
Basil-
not unconscious, right?
Basil, you gain 11 points of health, but you are still unconscious.
Okay.
Still unconscious?
She has no
Yep.
hit
Tired
die.
of this, Grandpa.
Hmm.
That's the
Um,
issue.
But if something hits her, it is not hitting her death saves. It's hitting her HP.
Which is good. Bonus action. I'm gonna use telekinetic shove. Oh, please tell me. No, that's not close enough, is it? Damn it. I'm gonna use telekinetic shove to push so I can pull. I'm going to pull this big guy towards me, which go by straight down.
So into the moonbeam.
Yeah, 5 feet.
Okay. What's the
So-
strength save?
It is a 14.
Okay. Yeah, because you open the book and cast the spell, you watch as the arcane essence comes out of the book, and you also you watched as these like spectral hands kind of grab the creature and drag it backwards, grasping actual shadow and dragging it. How far?
Just 5 feet,
Okay.
which would put it right on the edge of the moonbeam.
Get this damage, boy.
That's like
21.
That's the first time outside of a rumble that my telekinetic shove has worked.
Yeah. You watch as this creature's pulled into the moonbeam and just immediately starts shrieking, and you can see most of its body just decays off of itself, the shadow just dispersing throughout the moonbeam. This creature is on death's door,
Hell
which is
yes.
weird to say for a creature of pure shadow. But
And then it's gonna start its turn. Haha, asshole.
Yeah. Well, did
Yeah.
it make a con saving throw though? Because it's supposed to be con done. In all fairness.
you're right. I didn't make the save. I just gave it the damage. It's
I
the same.
mean, you can. I just wanted to be fair.
Well, the giant hands that came out of my book made it fail its con save.
it succeeded the con save.
Okay, you only take half of it, so it's okay.
Still good. Still good.
Yeah.
Now it's on death's upper staircase.
Yeah. The door hasn't opened yet.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, Gak?
Yeah, that is everything.
It is Lazarus's turn. Yeah, he's going to look around and have a face of disappointment. And
I will say, Yrsa knows she's figured it out. So she's just has her back entirely turned to this creature, and she's just death glaring his direction.
he stabs his sword into the ground once more and turns. And you watch as two more creatures appear.
Bruh.
That's cool. I got something for you, bitch.
As he just says, I want to drag this out a little bit longer. I want to see at least 2 or 3 of you on the ground begging. And he kind of creates more creatures. It is now this creature's turn. So did I take the moon? Is it when it enters and when it starts its turn?
Yeah.
I think
The
it's
first
or.
time it enters.
The first time it enters, or when it starts its turn in that area.
So, it's
I
already
think,
taken moonbeam.
yeah, I think it's already taken it. I don't think it takes it twice.
I thought it takes it every round. So I
Well,
thought
if
that
it took it,
If
Go
it
ahead, sorry.
It hasn't taken Moonbeam. Oh, it has. Yeah, it's taken Moonbeam before. So the first time it enters, it's already happened.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you're right. So then that
So
would have
we just
been
rolled
for the
damage
start of
for
this turn.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good.
Yes.
It is going to attack Gak with a D6 for flanking. It's cocked. 14 plus 5. And your shield is gone. Unless you cast it again, because it's already came around to your turn again.
Right. If it matches, does that mean that it hits?
It hits.
Okay. I'm not going to cast shield.
Okay. Gak, you take 23 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. I roll. I do Stone's Endurance, and I shrug off 9 of those points.
Very nice.
yeah.
Very nice. Constitution saving
be-
throw.
14. That'd be 14 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh hell yeah!
Okay. You don't lose 2 hit dice.
Nice.
Damn right.
So, with that, top of the round. Round 4. Rian, before...
Real quick, sorry. At the end of the wispy creature's turn, I do want it to make a wisdom saving throw for my stone rune to try and charm the creature. So its speed is 0, it's incapacitated, and just descends into a dreamy stupor.
What's the DC?
14. It's not very high. It's wisdom.
Now, naturally, a natural 1 would fail.
Okay.
This creature is immune to charm.
Ah, all right. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
It is an entity controlled by another entity, so...
That's fair. Go ahead.
Okay. Before your turn, Rian, with your wits about you, you see an unconscious Basil who's been healed. You can see that she's been healed and is still not waking up. You see Yrsa, who has turned her back on this massive shadowy creature and is getting ready to beeline towards Lazarus. Gak is looking somewhat healthy, but also damaged very badly within this fight. Luckily, you got here in time to at least alleviate some of the damage. However, at this point, you hear a cacophony of bats, and you realize that Oberyn, who has been watching this entire time, disappears. And all of you watch as Oberyn appears right next to Lazarus. As he appears, he kind of looks up at Lazarus. He stands about 2 feet taller than Lazarus himself. Even though Oberyn is a skinny individual, well, for the 3 of you, you actually have not seen Oberyn, except for Basil, who is unconscious. So
Well,
Yrsa, no, but Rian has, but Gak and Yrsa,
Yeah.
I don't think you know who this is.
Mm-mm.
The form of this individual is imposing. It is a commanding presence that as soon as he appears in front of Lazarus, you see Lazarus kind of freeze up and immediately drop to his knees with the sword on the ground.
Little bitch.
These shadow
Little
creatures
fucking bitch.
immediately dissipate. And you hear... Lazarus, you disappoint me. I know you are angry. I know you want vengeance or retribution for what happened. And I can sympathize with that. However, to purposely disregard a direct order from me, that is something I cannot and will not tolerate. You go out of your way to disrespect me and attack my guests. You will stop this tirade, call off your minions, and return back home before anything gets worse. Do you understand? And Lazarus just kind of nods sheepishly, and he says, "We will discuss your punishment later." As Lazarus picks up his sword and just says, "Sorry, my lord," and he gets up and disappears. At this point, Rian, you can hear from behind you what sounds like the clattering of metal of multiple individuals. Oberyn appears in front of you, Rian. We have much to discuss. I will be reaching out to you soon. And as the guards, the golden guards from behind, he kind of looks past you, Rian, and just kind of walks backwards into the shadow, and you don't see him leave. But he is gone. At this point, combat is over. We come back to the party. There are multiple individuals that are making their way towards you all. Basil, you are unconscious still. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. As I don't have tokens for the guards, but 1 second. As I completely kill the mood. As the guards run up, you hear the metal clanging. They eventually get to you, Rian, holding their spears out. However, some of them, you did notice, looked up to the sky. They seemingly saw something in the distance. They look to you, Rian, who is the only figure in front of 3 individuals, one of which is on the floor. And they hold their spears up and say, "What is going on here? What is happening?"
My friends and I were attacked by these strange, shadowy creatures that came out of nowhere. They're gone now, but I know it must seem strange to hear. I know, but please believe me, we were attacked by these shadowy apparitions that emerged from the ground under the control. And you see Rian sort of stop for a moment. Under the control of what we believe to be a vampire.
They look to each other. You can see there are about 5 guards. 3 of them are adorned in the actual golden guard armor, the pure gold. The other 3 are adorned in regular attire, or regular armor. One of them, however, kind of steps up. A elven woman with golden hair that reaches her shoulders. She does not wear a helmet. She has a sword out by her side. As she looks to you and says, "Vampires."
I know it might sound preposterous, but you have to believe me. Why would I make something like that up?
Well, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yrsa is gonna she's kind of like holding on to Basil, and I assume she can hear all of this.
Yes.
Okay, she's just gonna shout over. What else would do something like this? Why would we make any of this up? We need assistance, and we need it now.
What'd you roll, Rian?
Is it 15?
Okay. You, the female guard who looks to be higher station than all of them, responds to Yursa without looking away from Rian and says, "I understand. You have to realize the situation we are walking into.
Of
You
course.
seem like you are telling the truth." And she kind of sheathes her swords and puts her hand up to the other guards who sheathe their swords. Who is in need of assistance?
Brienne is gonna kind of, he's gonna conceal it, but he is a little nervous. Does there seem to be a look like of similarity between this woman and Basil?
Basil pointed her out to us earlier, didn't she?
If it's the same person who's in front of us, we don't know, do
Yes,
we?
There is a strong resemblance between her and Basil.
Fuck.
And I will say, Basil, because you went unconscious, you are no longer disguised.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is awkward.
Never mind, we don't need help. We're good.
Wait, okay, but like, Basil did tell us about this, right? So like,
Yeah.
will we make this
This is the
connection now?
individual you see in front of you.
Yeah, because I remember her like pointing her out when we first got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know
Does
that she's her
Jack-
sister.
Okay.
Does Gak notice?
Yeah, Gak's perceptive.
Okay,
He can
Gak-
remember faces pretty well.
because I assume that Gak and Yursa are kind of holding Basil. Gak's just
Yeah.
gonna kind of like grab Basil and like try to grab so their like chests are touching, and he's gonna put her like on top of him so her head is like on his shoulder, facing
Okay.
away.
Just say I'm sleeping.
If you just
Okay.
let us be on our way, we can take care of her. But we just need clearance, honestly.
The
You see
woman,
her put up her hand really quick and then look to the guards, and she says, "Scour the area. If there are actual vampires here, we need to know about it." And you see two of them break off and start heading towards where the military barracks would be to maybe get more reinforcements. As she looks back and says, "Well, if someone is in need of help, we need to help them."
Yursa, the Eladrin, right there. She is an expert healer. In fact, many times in many battles, she's healed my wounds more than adequately. Right now, they just need to get back to the tavern that we've been staying at, and address her wounds. I trust Yursa more than any cleric you might be able to provide, and that's no offense to you. It's just how much trust I put in her.
I understand, but you have to understand where I'm coming from. You are saying that there are vampires that attacked you. We cannot just let you leave back to your tavern. We need to discuss this further. If someone needs assistance, we need to bring them to a local temple so they can be healed, while the rest of you come with me.
Very well. Maybe have some of the other guards go with some of my companions. Gak, I guess, because you're kind of the one that's holding Basil that can kind of cover her up a bit. Maybe my friend Gak here could take our wounded friend to that temple, and then Yursa and I could go with you.
I don't.
Gak,
wanna
make a sleight of hand check
Okay.
just to see how well you actually conceal Basil from her sister right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
17.
Ooh.
I'm going to
and-
roll a perception for her.
Okay. I also have a question. Basil has like an amulet that changes appearance, right?
She has a brooch that was given to her by
A
Vey
brooch.
that allows her once a day to cast Disguise Self that lasts for, I think, 24 hours or something like that.
And is it
Mhm.
concentration?
It is Disguise Self, so yes. It's just
Okay.
it's Disguise Self, but with a longer period of how long
Okay.
it lasts.
So there's nothing that, I mean, Gak's gonna try if he can, because he just doesn't know. But he's gonna kind of like make sure he knows where the brooch is, and he's just gonna think really hard about trying to cast it for Basil. And he's like, I don't know if it's gonna do anything. But he's just, that's all he does.
Roll a
Might as
D100.
well.
Oh, oh,
Ooh.
that ain't nothing.
Eh. 81.
Oh,
Okay. Roll me.
And all he wants to do is change her face. He doesn't want to change like hair or anything.
Right. Roll me another sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage.
making him work for it.
I can't find the button to do disadvantage, so I'm just
Just
gonna
roll twice. Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, okay.
I accidentally rolled 3 times, I think.
Ah!
It rolled 3 times, but the first one, it was 20 and 15. The 10 was the 3rd time that I did on accident.
I
So
watched it.
15 is the disadvantage.
So as you kind of concentrate, you watch the book open and fling to a page where runes start to write themselves onto the page. Yursa, you would see this, and so would Basil if you're paying attention. Gak, your eyes go gloss white, and you start muttering arcane words. And Basil, your face starts to change into what, Gak?
Honestly, kind of,
Can make me
What-
ugly.
it's what Gak would imagine Alan would look like without the beard.
Oh my god.
Like just a very, very manly features and a little bit older.
Oh god. They're gonna be like,
Oh
who
my
the
God.
fuck is this?
So Basil turns into a balding man without a beard?
Why are
No,
you
the hair-
saving this
The
guy?
hair is
character's
still
the
there.
same.
It's just the face.
Oh,
It's like
Basil,
I
your
can't think
cheeks
of the
grow
movie.
outward.
Yeah, I
Oh
can't think of
my
the movie, but it's like when they
God.
turn someone around and they're like,
Yeah, your eyebrow gets a little bit heavier
That
and
is
goes a
so-
little bit more forward.
It reminds
Um,
me of Harry Potter, where Hermione.
Polyjuice potion.
yeah.
Yeah.
So no beard because it's still feminine. It's just like,
Right.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rian, 2 things
Okay.
happen while this is
Yeah.
happening. With your 21 passive perception,
Yeah.
you hear Gak, ever so slightly, muttering arcane words. You watch. First, you look up, and on the wall, you see Oberyn looking down at the party. Second, you see is this elven woman kind of looks past and gives like a weird look towards Basil, and then kind of just brushes it off and looks to you and says, "How about this? Come to the military barracks tomorrow and give your report. It seems that all of you have had a night. Do not leave. If you leave, well, there will be consequences."
Of course
I'm too
not.
tired to leave.
Yes, we all desperately need our sleep right now. Bright and early, we'll be there. And where's the closest temple, just so we can make sure that she gets everything she needs?
The closest temple would be in King's Cross.
Then that is where we'll go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please,
Are there
I
more
suggest.
than one temple in King's Cross?
There's a temple for all of the prime deities.
Okay, thank you.
Rhea, make an insight check.
That's cocked. It's also cocked. There you go. 17.
Okay. You can tell her expression, and she saw something. And she went from, "You have to come with me, we need a report," to seeing something behind you, Rian. And then immediately going, "You know what? We'll talk in the morning."
In the
She
same
turned-
direction that I saw Oberyn, or
No, Oberyn's behind her.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Gak, Basil, and
Uh-huh.
Yursa are behind you. She saw something behind you, and then changed her demeanor. She
Who's
Looks
that
to the
hunky
go-
Goliath?
she looks to the guards with her and says, "Spread out. Try to find a vampire. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Rian, make a perception check too.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not making anyone else roll. It's just Rian's right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Gak is.
Yeah, actually, Gak, are you
fixing
looking towards
Basil's
her?
hair.
Who's looking towards her?
He is looking towards her right now.
Okay. I assume Basil's probably the only one not.
Well,
Because
Basil's
unconscious.
unconscious.
You're back to consciousness.
Oh,
You
am I?
saved. Yeah, you saved. You're just
Oh.
really fucked up right now.
I thought you said I was
thought that she was unconscious,
still
Yeah.
unconscious.
but getting
Yeah.
hit points.
No. So I made her make another Constitution saving throw. She succeeded.
Okay.
She woke up.
Oh.
And that was
Yeah.
after the.
That was after the fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It was a thing of every round you make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can wake up from the unconsciousness effect.
Ah, okay.
I
Gak probably
caught up
wouldn't be
now.
cradling her like a crash test dummy then, but he still is probably trying to like hold her. And...
Yeah.
I'd say
Right.
like cradling in the sense of
Right.
I could pass out at any time.
Yeah.
So, Gak, Yursa, Basil, are you looking towards your sister, or because you would notice her?
Yeah, I think Basil's still kind of out of it. Probably, very traumatic experience.
Okay.
Different than any other kind of almost deaths that she's been close to. But I think automatically hearing the guards come up and Gak already holding her, she would have tried to like move into his chest anyway, just out of, cautiousness. And I think especially hearing her voice, she would not dare to look up.
So Rian, Gak, Yursa, perception checks.
25. I rolled mine.
25. Okay.
Knowing that Basil's awake, Gak definitely would have like kind of put his hand on her head as a hey,
Okay.
don't turn.
Mhm.
Thing.
Gak got a 16, Yursa 21. Rian is the only one who sees this, and I will message you, Rian.
Yursa got a 21 and doesn't see anything.
Nope.
That's awful.
Bartholomew is typing.
She turns with the guards and walks away. Leaving you all in the street.
All right. Now that, because I was not aware that Basil was awake.
Right.
Gak's just gonna be like, "Yursa, come on, let's heal Basil."
Mm.
And Basil, you heal Basil too.
Okay.
Yeah, Gerson's gonna. What does she have left? Goodness.
I should have a little bit left, so I'm gonna just cast Cure Wounds. Ooh,
Word as well.
two.
Yeah. Yursa would say at this point, we really need to get off the streets, and quickly. It is much too dangerous for us to be traveling at night anymore.
I agree.
Basil,
Do you wanna
how...
go-
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, do you want to go back to the? I don't remember where we were staying.
I think we. I don't have a map on me anymore. Oh, I found it. I believe we're staying at the Benedmea.
Oh, okay, that's nearby. Let's go there. I'm gonna send a message to Vey and let him know.
Sounds good. Maybe not say anything to get him to come running to us middle of the night. Just say we made it home safely.
Yeah. Okay.
John, would you still be able to tell, like, I don't know what this is, like, non-meta, but, like, if her hit point, like, her hit die have been returned, like, does she seem like she's still lifeless looking? I don't know how to ask. You know what I'm trying to ask, right? You're muted.
You're
Nikki.
muted.
Sorry. Yeah. Let me read a thing real quick. They do not return until a short rest. So yeah, Basil is
Okay.
actually Basil. I will say you take 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
Basil's looking rough. She's not
Yeah.
looking good.
Where do they have the extra? Like, where do you put exhaustion? What is that? Conditions.
Should be conditions.
There we go.
Yeah. I will say that with that, you all make your track back to the Bannered Mare. It's about a 25-minute walk from where you are. Brienne, you can feel the first 10 minutes of that walk. Like there's like a burning sensation in the back of your head of someone watching you. And then it subsides. Eventually you make it back to the Bannered Mare. It is very late. There are patrons that are asleep at tables and being drunk. But it is very mellow here. I would say as you guys make your way into the Bannered Mare, we can take a short restroom break real quick.
Yes.
And then come back immediately. We have a short amount of time left, so we'll be back, guys. We'll see what happens next.
Yay.
Yeah. Wow, we're back. Oh, look at that. Nick is conscious again. Wonderful.
Welcome back, everybody.
No.
So, let's jump back into this game. The party surviving an attack from Lazarus. Summoning shadow creatures, seemingly targeting Gak and Basil, knocking Basil unconscious. Eventually, Oberyn, thanks to Rianne telling him, showed up and stopped the encounter. Seems that he is going to reprimand Lazarus. Told Rianne that they need to have a talk, and guards showed up, one of which was Basil's sister. Gak, with quick thinking, asking the book for help, was able to gain some, disguising Basil. However, Rianne did notice that Basil's sister possibly saw the transformation. You all were told not to leave, that they will talk to you tomorrow, and you made it back to the Bannered Bear. Some of you a little bit more worse for wear, but you all can do whatever you would like. Do you all want to sit and talk? Go to your rooms? It is up to you.
Rianne and Yursa, if you want to follow me, I was thinking that I was gonna just take Basil to my room, and then she can just stay in there with me for tonight, so she doesn't have to be by herself. And if you guys want, you can come with us, and we can talk first for a little bit before we go to sleep.
I think it would be best if we all stay together regardless.
Rian will nod at that.
Okay, let's go then.
Yeah, Yursa would bring a bunch of blankets and pillows into Gak's room because we're gonna have a sleepover.
Sleepover session.
And she'll make little pallets on the floor for everyone. And maybe also get someone to bring some tea up here because it's been a long day.
Yes, it does.
Rian, what were you able to find out?
Well, aside from that man all of you saw was Oberyn. I think the only person that knows that is Basil. But that was Oberyn Blackmore, the head of it all. He does have an estate on the premise, where it seems as though he's been staying, so he must have some type of political foothold in the city. I didn't get to stay at outside his manor for too long, as that was when I received the message from Basil. And before I could run towards all of you, Oberyn found me. And he asked me what I was doing. I told him. And I asked him if he knew that one of his servants was disturbing the peace in this city, especially in a city where I'm sure that they do not know that he is a vampire. And it seems as though Oberyn didn't take too kindly to that. That's just what I found out from Oberyn, which I'm very sad to admit isn't much, except for that Oberyn seemingly has some type of foothold in the city, and he doesn't want his cover blown that he's a vampire. The other thing, and you can see him kind of swallow for a moment and say, that guard. Basil, your sister, I saw on her she had a mark on her.
A
Yes.
mark?
on her wrists, she had the symbol of the Deep Father on her wrists.
Does Basil know who the Deep Father is?
It's the symbol of Demogorgon.
Ah, Demogorgon. Okay. And what does that like? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Rian will sketch out what he saw. Yeah.
You should see it in Foundry now.
Oh, okay.
When
And
you
the-
knew your sister, did she have any of these? I don't know. Dark
I-
tendencies?
Well, my whole family's, so I guess it's kind of hard to separate just mean-spirited people versus actual evil. I left when I was fairly young for an elf. Besides simply not agreeing with one another, getting into arguments, and just trying to stay out of each other's way, I don't think I ever noticed something like that on her. Markings on her skin were very from. So I don't think she would have willingly got something that. It's been a long time. I've been back here. I don't know if the morals of my family have changed. I don't know who they. I guess. Now, clearly, there is a history. Working on the wrong side.
Yes.
The Demogorgon is the big thing from the Lost City, right?
From Pentasferum,
Yes.
yes. I will say that should we go and talk to her tomorrow, I don't know how much knowledge she has of it. But considering Alvain is a name of royalty of that place, when we do go, I'll be going by Rian Basara. This is the name I had before all of this. It might not come up at all, but just in case it does, ever since we went to Sangsa and someone recognized my name there, I just think it might be better to keep that away. Same with the book, if you can, Gak. I don't know how much she knows, but if she has that mark on her, I doubt it's because she wishes to hunt that creature.
I think it's best if we all just, keep our information that we give her very short. It's very neat to know we were attacked. We are just passing through. It's not much else that she needs to know. It's none of her business. And I'm sure we can say that in a very respectable way. But you're right. If she's connected to this thing, it can only mean trouble.
I'll let you guys do the talking, because I don't know what to lie about.
Well, it's not necessarily lying. We are just telling her the truth she needs to hear and what she needs to know. This business with the book, who Basil actually is, it's not something she needs to be aware of. But I understand, Guy.
So then, should we tell her about Oberyn?
I have a feeling that if she is working for who we think she's working for, I'm sure she's already.
Well, see, that's where things get tricky, isn't it? Because, I mean, we all saw the look on her face when she heard there was vampires in town. Right, John? She didn't look, happy about it.
No, she didn't look happy. She, at first, it looked like she didn't really believe you guys.
Yeah.
But then with some convincing,
Okay.
it didn't look like she was like, okay, yeah, let's go find these vampires, and then like just went off
Yeah.
and didn't do anything. They actually looked like they were
Yeah.
physically
Here's
looking for somebody.
We'll continue that point then. You know, I think we are dealing with two separate evils here. And if this deep father, those who follow him, if their end goal is to exploit the rifts and take over, and Oberon's end goal is to invade the mainland and take over, those are two clashing ideals.
True.
I do think that I could see, because what I've heard and read about in stories is that people who want a lot of power and want a lot of things oftentimes are not smart about it. And I could see, even though they're two clashing things, I could see one group of bad guys thinking that they can convince the other group of bad guys to work with them, which obviously would like make them fight, but I could see them like trying to work together. So it'd probably be better if we just didn't tell her at all.
We don't have to give her specifics, but people like this, it's very hard to judge their character. If she's in a position of power in the city where her job is to protect the people, she should know that there is a vampire presence. Does she need to know specific names and why they're here? That is for her to do her job and investigate and find out. So you're right. I think, again, we give her the base knowledge of what happened and what we generally know, and we save the details for us.
We could just like describe, we could be like, yeah, this is what they looked like. And that's it. Be very vague with that.
Right.
We saw them turn to bats. I mean, what else could it be? I'm gonna send a message to Vey. And Gak will he'll kind of like step away a little bit just because he doesn't care if people hear, but he's like trying to let them be able to talk. But Gak goes, "Hey Vey, it's Gak. We were attacked by Latharith. Real bad. We are okay. Don't leave by yourself at night. We'll see you in the morning."
You get a response that sounds like
I'm concerned.
and that's it. It sounded both of they were just you woke them up, concern, but annoyance as well.
Good. Classic Vey.
Yeah.
Vey's not going anywhere.
I will say that it because it's just funny. Vey, you hear like a couple words come through as though he was talking to somebody else, but because the spell is connected, you just hear, "Oh no, it's fine. My pod, he's just going to get killed or something. I don't know." That comes through.
Good.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do on this night?
No, I think just focus on resting up.
Okay.
I know it's late, but we should send a message to Ulfric tomorrow so we can let him know about the vampire stuff that's going to be coming up. Just so he can prepare, because he's probably not anywhere close.
That's a good idea. His people will be very beneficial to all of this. But everyone, let us get some sleep.
Mhm.
It's been a very long night.
So you wake up, or you all fall asleep. You may all hit the long rest button.
Level 8.
Absolutely not.
Could I do like recover 1 level of exhaustion?
Yes, you would. Yeah. So it is no longer nighttime.
Woo.
As you wake up the next morning, some of you very sore. Basil, you feel like your whole body is bruised. Gak, this is probably the sorest you have been in quite a while. You wake up, and do you all convene within the tavern first, or?
I think we're all staying in the same room.
Yeah.
That's correct, yeah. You all woke up in the room.
Well, as we do get up, Rian would say, we did tell, well, Basil, we did tell your sister we would see her first thing in the morning. I do think it would be best if, say, Yrsa and I go tell her what happened, and then Gak and Basil, you two stay here. Basil, I don't want you to get discovered, and I also don't want you to stay here alone. And Gak, you already made a comment about how you don't want to have to know what to lie about.
Yeah.
I
Also-
think that would probably be best, yes.
And
I-
Basil, I don't know if you should, but you might need to look like a gross old man again, just in case.
You know, Gak, that is the least of my worries. I've never known what it's like to be ugly, so I think it's a really good experience.
You could go full old man too. You could just everything full old man.
I could, but I think since Vasati already probably saw my face looking the way it is, I think we should keep how you did it yesterday.
Okay, when you use the thing, just imagine Alan but no beard.
Alan, but no beard. Sounds good.
So, question: Rian and Yrsa are going to talk to Basil's sister.
Yeah.
Okay. And Gak and Basil are staying back in the tavern.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So it will take Rian and Yrsa about an hour and a half's walk, maybe a little bit more. Kind of cresting around the side of this road, getting to the stockade or the guard quarters. Yeah. So as you all are walking, a couple of things happen. Gak and Basil, are you in the tavern right now? Kind of downstairs and chilling, or in your
Yeah.
room?
Yeah, I'd say like probably at least sitting downstairs, eating and drinking.
Okay.
Is there like a stage place where there was music?
Yeah.
And then there's probably not. Is there any music playing right now?
No, it's too
No.
early morning for that.
Yeah. Gak is probably just like looking at the stage or just seeing if someone's gonna come on.
Make a perception check, Gak.
Ooh. Nice.
Ooh, okay. So you see a couple things. We're gonna get back to what you see. We'll get
Okay.
back to what you see. Yeah, I think that's We're gonna go back to. Let me Let me note this that you got this perception check. Basil, you can also make a perception check if you would like. I
Okay.
think it's at disadvantage because of exhaustion.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I think your ability checks are at disadvantage. Ooh.
Yep.
Oof. Okay, so at this point, I will say that we will pause this. It's the same thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's the
it
10.
went late.
Hold on. What the fuck were they called? That's not the same people. Rian, Yursa, you make it eventually to the stockades or the central guard house. It's a large building that seemingly you can tell that it has jail cells inside. You can tell that maybe it's the most important building you can see out of all of the quarters around that would just house the guards. On your way past as well, you would have seen a large kind of ranch style building, the very long ones, that looks to be, if anybody's played Skyrim, if you know the Companions Guild,
Yeah.
which is that kind of like boat shaped Viking
Yeah.
building. It kind of looks like, it looks like that, and you can see Seven Swords Adventurers Guild written on it as you pass. But you get to the stockades. There are guards out front that look at you and say, "Good morning. Is there anything we can help you with?"
I will say, before we got there, Rian would have said, Yursa, I'm going to, if you would be willing to take the lead on this, you have a better way of speaking words with people than I do. So I'll support you, but I think it might be better if you talk and I nod. Because your charisma modifier is better than mine.
That is fine, Rian. I can do that.
Rian will nod like he said he would. Okay.
All right. Yep. And then you get there and they ask you, "What is your business?"
Yes. We were told to meet here with your captain today.
With Cornelius?
What's her name again?
Her name is not Cornelius.
I was gonna say, yeah, doesn't sound right.
Vasati.
Vasati.
Oh.
Yep.
Vasati, right?
Yes.
Versace.
Did Basil
Okay.
say that?
Versace. She did when they first came to the place.
Okay.
Versace, I believe, is their name. We were the ones who witnessed the vampire attack last night.
Yes, we were made aware of that. I don't believe Vasati is here currently, but she is also not the captain of the guard. She is just the captain of the Golden Guard. The actual lawmaster captain is inside. Cornelius, if you want to talk to him.
Oh no, it is quite alright. We can wait for Versace to arrive whenever. If there's an office, perhaps we could wait for her in.
You could wait here, but she only comes here every so often to report. She's normally patrolling the tunnels, and she hasn't come here this morning yet, which is not out of the ordinary, but usually she would be here.
Right. Well, we've just arrived because this is where she asked us to meet her first thing in the morning.
And just, give me 1 second. Please wait here. And he kind of walks inside. There's another guard there that is kind of just nods towards you both and acknowledges both of you. Roman Reigns walks inside.
Sorry, Roman Reigns in the chat?
Acknowledge me.
The WWE Universal Champion?
You have been acknowledged, both of you, as he walks in. Eventually, there is an individual that follows this guard out, and the guard looks like he's wearing the base attire for the Golden Guard of Eastfaria. Which, if you don't remember, is this one on the far left. Is what he's wearing. However, this one kind of comes out wearing something along the lines of the silver, the middle one, but a little bit more ornate. You see, well, no, it's actually more gold. It is a shorter human woman with blonde hair. You can see that there's an insignia of a heart on the middle that is emblazoned of a sun around it. You see as she follows this guard out and says, yes, I was told that you all are here about the vampire attacks from last night. Sorry, my name is Sophia Brightheart. I'm the I'm the taskmaster here. And you see this person.
Oh, she's cute.
Hmm.
Good morning, Sophia. My name is Zirsa. We needed to talk, that's all. We don't want to take up too much time. But again, Versati asked us to meet her here this morning.
I understand. You can wait a couple hours if you want to, or you can converse with me. I report directly to the lawmaster, to the captain. This does kind of go above Versati's head. If you feel comfortable, if you want to wait for her, then you can.
Oh, I'm sure we can get started now if you wish.
Very
We're
well.
just terribly afraid of breaking decorum. I don't know if you can tell, but we're not exactly from here.
I can tell. Don't worry. We don't mind breaking decorum every so often here. We just like keeping the peace. She gestures all of you to walk in, and she leads you down a hallway and through another hallway, and then to a door that has a plaque on it that says Sophia Brightheart. She opens the door, and there are 2 chairs inside with a desk and kind of like, a cop's, the captain of the cops,
Interrogation
right
room,
there.
yeah.
Not really an interrogation room, but
All right.
more like her office.
Okay.
But she gestures to the chairs, sits down, and takes out a piece of paper and says, all right, so as far as I'm aware, last night there was an attack. I assume you were the individuals involved, well, the victims of said attack?
Correct, and 2 more of our friends. She is currently recovering back at the tavern, so we decided to let her rest this morning.
Well, I am glad that everyone is safe and okay. Can I have their names, please, for documentation?
What did we give Basil a fake name, right?
'Cause Basil is a alias,
Basil
right?
is yeah.
Basil
Oh
is
yeah,
alias,
okay, yeah, the blump.
Yeah, that's what she goes by. She
Okay.
doesn't have a last name or anything, just Basil.
So Basil and Gak.
She's writing it down. All right. And what exactly did you all see, experience?
Well,
and-
we were heading home after a night of enjoyment. We'd been in the city only for a short time, so we figured we would explore. Our friend here, Rian, he got a little hung up at the tavern we were at, so we decided to get Basil and Gak home. They had a lot to drink. So as we were walking back to the tavern, we were attacked by multiple vampires and these shadowy figures. We knew that they were vampires because we could tell from their explosion of bats, if you will, and it seemed like they wanted to avert any type of sunlight or light source if possible.
And she's writing all this down. I do need you, because you did take a pause when you said it. I need you to make a deception check. With advantage. The DC is low because you kept going, but you did pause at a certain point and say, he was back at a tavern.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm doing a great job nodding. I'm really
Yeah.
What is it? A
That's why it's
deception?
advantage. The nodding.
Okay, 14, 15, 16.
That's true.
Okay.
I was there.
Okay.
Macho Man Randy Savage agrees as well.
As she's writing and you get to that point, you see her stop, look up a little bit, and nod and keep going. She then, as you get to the point of saying that how you knew they were vampires, you see that she was going to say something, and then, all right, like she was going to ask how you knew they were vampires,
Yeah,
and then you
baby.
just
I'm
said it.
thinking.
And she keeps writing. She goes, all right. And what time was this when this happened? Do you know?
This was approximately maybe 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. All right. Is there any other information you can tell me that will help us find these individuals? I will say I'm not well versed in finding vampires regardless. We've never had this issue before. I do know it's probably going to be pretty hard to find them right now in the daytime. But is there any other information you have to help us?
Well, I will say they were very well dressed. And you're someone to describe what they would look like specifically.
Both Lazarus and Oberyn?
Yeah, man, get them both in trouble. Fuck them.
Okay. All right. You can see that she writes that down.
Right? I don't know. Does anybody have objections to me doing that? I don't know.
It was
That's a
already
bad
done.
thing. Okay, I'll have it.
Girl,
I mean-
do what you feel like you gotta do.
Yeah, it's like
You do
yeah.
notice, as you're describing Lazarus,
Yeah.
she's just continuing to writing. She's writing down. Giving. Actually, you both can insight check.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I fucking will.
Voice.
Oh, that's a 20, baby. That's a 36. 36,
Okay, good.
bitch.
Because I rolled a 5
Okay.
plus. Oh, my insight is okay 10.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
As you're describing Oberyn, she stops, looks up at you, and continues to write. And she's writing, but at the same time making you don't see this because her eyes are darting up and down, and you're kind of in the moment of speaking and kind of telling the story. Rand notices this as she looks up every couple seconds, and as you're describing Oberyn,
Yeah.
she knows exactly who you're talking about. And she kind of closes the notes and sets it off to the side and says, right, well, that was very, very helpful. Is there any assistance you need from us? Any medical attention? Anything at all? Is there anything we can do to alleviate something or help?
No, I think that. Oh, go ahead, Riyadh. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I wasn't. I don't think we need anything. If I can just offer a piece of advice, this isn't our first time dealing with those of a vampiric nature. And I don't know how much it will help, but just whenever the guards are out in the evening, try and make sure they have some type of magical flame that perhaps cannot be extinguished as easily as normal flame. They seem to thrive in the shadows. So if that's something you have at your disposal, I think it's a precaution that could be very useful.
She opens the notebook back up and writes that down, closes it again, and sets it off to the side. Very, very useful. Well, I appreciate you coming forward and giving us this information. I appreciate you taking the time to assist us with the search. And I apologize greatly for this happening to you all in our great city.
Have you had any reports of this happening before? Within the last few months or so?
No, this is the first.
I see. And Versati, is this something that she would personally handle?
Vasati is the captain of the Golden Guard, which just means she's in charge of their regiment specifically. No, she wouldn't have anything to do with this. Now, if she was on the scene when this happened, or after the fact. We'll have to question her as well, and she should be here soon. But that's the extent of it. She will report and go back to work.
Right. Well, she seemed like she was very concerned when she arrived, so it was nice to know that we have people in positions of power looking over all of us in the city.
We appreciate that. We would like to think that our city is, well, safe for the most part, and that everyone can trust our military and our guards. It's disheartening to know that something like this happened.
I will say, just as a side note entirely, since we're here being honest, talking about the things that we've experienced, there is a very strange man who's hanging around on street corners, verbally assaulting citizens of the city. I don't know if that's something that can be done about him.
Yes,
but...
I know exactly who you're talking about. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it.
Do you know
Everyone
why?
has entitled to their own opinion.
Do you know anything about what he's talking of?
I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest religious person. I believe that the gods exist and they created a place, but I don't believe in putting all of my faith in something that is supposed to guide me down a path. People who are that big into religion, people known as zealots, they kind of get loud. They start to get a little obnoxious. It just comes with the territory. Sometimes you get to the point where they get too crazy and they try to sacrifice people. We call those cultists. We do reprimand those people.
And there's no proof of him being one of those yet?
No, he's just a crazy old man. I mean, if you're talking about vampires, I guess he wasn't entirely wrong.
Did that guy also mention the Deep Father? I can't remember.
No, he just mentioned that there was evil within the
Okay,
city.
just evil. Nah.
God.
You also can't find a way to bring that up without it looking suspect. So
Yeah, I can't think of anything either.
I can't be like, so tell me about Versati. Like, it's just that's suspicious because then they're gonna be like, yeah, they were asking about you, and then that looks.
Why?
Yeah. Okay. As this conversation's kind of coming to an end, can Yursa just kind of just take a cursory glance around the room and just anything that might stick out to her in this space?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. Where did my Yursa dice go? Here we go. Okay, I rolled an 18 plus 19, 20, 20. 26!
26.
I have a plus 8 perception, baby.
Yo.
A lot of this that you see within this room is just stacks and stacks of paperwork. You can see that as a taskmaster, it is her job, from just glancing over papers, it's her job to facilitate and redirect the guards where they need to go. If there's anything that something like this happens, that she needs to report it and then accumulate guards in those areas, or she's also in charge of recruiting, or at least overseeing the recruitment of guards. There's a lot of papers. It seems like this person probably doesn't get out of their office often to actually do anything outside of just paperwork and reports and all of this.
Mhm.
With the what was it, a 20 what?
A 26, I think I said?
Yeah,
'Cause I rolled an
26.
8. Yeah.
There is one paper that kind of, it's almost like those kind of cork boards you see of like the strings leading between all of these like kind of connections. And all of these connections you see, it's hard to make out the writing because it looks like haphazardly and very fast, but you can see that there's one kind of big in the center with a question mark next to it that says Sidira Craft, with a question mark right next to that. And it seems like there's like this web of them searching for this person. It also looks like they've maybe reprimanded. There was maybe you see an attack on a warehouse a couple years ago that they reprimanded the people, maybe some bandits or something, some thieves that stole things from ships, just various paperworks.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it.
Well, I suppose if Versati isn't here, she does have an office here, though, correct?
No.
Does she have a specific place of work when she's not patrolling?
There is a I don't know how often you've been through the tunnel, but there is an actual section in the tunnel that is an office for the Golden Guard themselves, the elites. It's kind of built into the wall.
Right. Well, maybe on our way back we'll stop by and see if she's there. Just, again, to just check in. And at this point, Yrsa's gonna stand and just kind of glance over at that wall. Oh, and Sidira Craft? Should there be another thing we should be worried about, or...?
She looks over at the paperwork and...
Not to be nosy, I just have a very observant eye.
Right, it's a person we've been trying to track down for over 10 years now. But how accustomed are you to the stories of Isvaria?
Well, if I'm being honest, I'm from very far away from here, so not at all.
All right. Sidira. Hold on, I'm trying to find lore. Give me a sec.
Sorry.
No, you are good. I think I found it. Maybe not. Maybe I did. What? Ah. Sorry.
Fine.
Trying to make sure I actually get this right. I don't think this is the document either. That's unfortunate. Nope. Well, I guess I lost it, so I'm just gonna have to make it up as I go.
Yeah. I could not ask the question.
I could have swore I wrote this out, like, in depth of years. And then I just fucking missing it. Maybe it's in Legend Keeper, and I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Oh, he's smart. As you're looking, would that like little tunnel office place, is that far from where we are right now?
No, it is not. It's another hour and a half.
Yrsa has a plan.
Okay.
It could be a really dumb one, but it's a plan.
What is the plan? Oh wait, never mind. You don't want to tell me, do you?
No.
All right.
She's gonna tell Rianne when we walk out of here. Which we can do. She could ask about Serena another time. Sardine or yeah.
Sidira.
Sidira. Those are hard.
Okay. Never mind. I lied. It was 15 years ago.
Okay.
It was not in my notes. It was in a chat message. So
Oh.
That's cool. So she says, it's a person we've been trying to track down for close to more than 15 years at this point. And you said you're not, you don't know many stories coming from East Varia?
No, not at all.
Right. 15 years ago, there was an attack on the city. A large attack. This Sidira Craft was, well, she was the Grand Marshal of the city, the overall on the council overlooking the entire military. She wanted to start using necromancy for the army to bring out and Isvaria into the forefront of everyone. She was ultimately kicked off the council and banished from Isvaria. This was prior to the 15 years. She came back and she attacked the city. She created, well, she siphoned a army of undead from the city of Dasto, destroying the entirety of it and attacking the city itself. There was an adventuring group about 15 years ago that assisted in stopping this attack and driving the undead back. But she got away, and we haven't been able to find her since. So we still think she's out there plotting. We just don't know where she is. If you have any information about her, that would help greatly.
Unfortunately, I don't think I do, but it is quite the tale.
Yeah. I will say not to worry anymore about her specifically, because we have upped our protection from things of that nature, and we've gotten a lot stronger from it.
Well, that's good to know. But we'll get out of your way. Thank you again for hearing us out and making sure our safety is top priority.
Yes. Thank you for taking your time out of your day. If you head out and just go right down the hall and then take a left, you'll go out of the stockades. If you need anything else, feel free to come by and talk to me. I'm sure Cornelius, even though he's a very, very busy man, he loves talking to people, so.
All right. Thank you very much.
So, you both head out. As you head out, is there anything you guys want to talk about briefly before we cut back over to Gak and Basil?
You're just gonna look at Rian after walking out. She's gonna say, "Alright, so this is very unlike me, but I'm concerned with that marking and what that means. What if we made our way over there and she's looking at Rian very carefully. I changed myself into a sprite and I cast invisibility and I go through her things. This is very unlike me, but I'm nervous that if we don't follow up on this, what if she's working for this thing, Rian? What if she's trying to, I don't know, bring a rift within this city? You can say no.
No. To saying no. I think that's a really good idea, actually. Remember, last night I'm the one who split away from everybody else to follow the red herring that was the Blackmore carriage. I think that's a great idea. It's better to take risks and make discoveries that can help people than to sit on this information and do nothing with it. Action leads to results.
And I wouldn't be long. I would just perhaps not even touch anything, maybe just kind of look around and just see if this connection is deeper than just a fanatic follower. I don't know. But again, if this sounds too crazy, you can tell me no, and perhaps we can get more information another way.
No, I definitely think it's a little crazy, but I think it's just crazy enough to work.
Do you think we should run it by the others first?
We're adults.
What if something goes wrong?
Well, then we'll get each other out of it.
All right. 5 minutes tops, and then we should be gone.
What am I gonna do? What would you want me to do? I can't do that.
Perhaps not. Nothing.
Okay.
Stand
Okay.
on guard and trust that I live. And if I don't, you can tell everyone I died trying to find information for us.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
seamless plan.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. I will wait outside of the building, down the block a little ways. I don't think I can stand outside the door. I think that might draw a little bit too much attention.
It's not too late to say that this is a really bad idea and I should just not do it.
I feel like you think it's a bad idea, but I think that it's worth it. So I think that unless you decide you don't want to do this, I'm not going to tell you to back down from this because I think it's a good idea.
All right. Let's be fast.
Okay.
Perhaps we can bring Basil some type of information on her sister. I think she deserves to know.
I would agree.
We're gonna head that way,
Okay.
John.
All right, so we're gonna cut back to the party in the tavern before we end the session. And Gak, Basil, just make me perception checks with advantage.
I thought we
Okay.
already did them.
Did you?
Yeah. Rachel,
Never mind.
Yeah, Basil had disadvantage and got a 10.
That's
You
right.
got 23. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. I even noted it in this notepad here that I forgot to pull back up when I came over to this scene. So we're gonna pan back to the bannered mare as the two of you are kind of sitting there. Gak, at this point, you're just kind of people watching, and you see many people entering and leaving the tavern. Some getting their things and going to what seems maybe work. Some of them that look like they've had a long night's of work and they're finally coming in for a rest and grabbing drinks and food. There are two things you see. The first is there are two individuals that look like they walk in with each other. Not with your high perception, it does not look like they are a couple. It looks like they just travel together. One individual is a tall, broad-shouldered, dark-skinned man with what looks like black dreads that kind of go past the shoulders. As he walks by, you can see his eyes are completely glossy white. You can tell that he is not looking like at things as he's walking through. He's just looking straight forward. With your high perception, you can tell this person may be blind. However, they are walking through everything perfectly. You can see as he walks by that there is a great sword on his back as he walks through. Following behind is a shorter, more slender woman who looks like she holds more of a nobleness to her, but not. You can tell immediately that she's probably not noble, that she's just wearing nice clothes due to the fact that she's walking into this tavern. But the woman has short, dark black hair. Her skin looks to be a pale blue, and she does have like this makeup on that kind of like glistens over her skin. and she does have horns. She is a tiefling. With your 23, you can see, and this is the odd thing. This is what really catches your attention. On both of her wrists, they are these bands, these golden bands that go around. And looking at them, they initially look like pieces of jewelry. But you can see carved on them are the same exact runes that are carved on Rian's blade. That's the first thing you see. And you see that they walk over and they sit down, they get a drink. Second thing you see is stumbling in, kind of grabbing the side of the door, riding his hat, is a tabaxi man with colored hair that looks over. He looks like he's drunk and looks over throughout everything, sees the bar and starts walking towards it. And then as he's walking past you, there's a slow motion scene of him walking past, looking over, and just mouthing the word fuck as he walks past. Gak, you immediately see Dio walking past you in the tavern.
God.
And then you think to yourself, wait, he said he was in Shradina. Why is he here? How did he get here so fast? He must be a wizard. So as he walks by, that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Oh my god,
That's
dude.
so funny.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had used Dio's face.
That'd be fucking weird, man.
That's amazing.
That'd be amazing. Oh, I'm so excited.
Everyone, thanks for watching. I enjoyed the session. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we will.
Bye.
Farewell.